take number 5. What's up? What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Trying to get a little hype built up because this is new. Not a big talker. Not a big talker. Still feels a little silly talking to the camera. But video 2. That's what we're on. Video number 2. Like I said, not trying to copy Mr. Samuel, but if I gotta use the car to get my intros in, so be it. Don't come at me. Today's been all right. You know, I had to take the son to the doctor. He has an ear infection. Suboptimal. My congestion has gotten a little bit worse, but we're still good to press on for the gym. I'm sure you can hear it in my voice, and my nose is full, so I don't have full breathing capabilities today, but you know, yeah, it is what it is. But the plan is to knock out shoulders, biceps, and some abs and some back extension. Make a pretty simple day. Some overhead press, some lateral raises, work on the rear delts, and splash in a couple extra exercises. Not a whole lot. Shoulders are simple. Oh, excuse me. Shoulders are simple. Biceps are simple. I mean, you know, I'm just gonna curl for however many sets. Probably 3 at most. And then for my abs, still thinking about that. I'm probably gonna go with the classic hanging legging raises. Toe to bar, call them what you want. They're just great. Call them a hip flexor exercise all you want too. They hit my abs wonderful. But I'll probably splash that in after I do some weighted cable sit-ups. And gotta do a rotation. I say it like I get to do a rotation. That's the thing, I get to go train today. Get some rotation in for my obliques. And, I take that back. I just thought of the GHD sit-ups, and those have been phenomenal. So I think I'm gonna do weighted sit-ups, weighted cable crunches, GHD sit-ups, because those stretch on not only my abs, but my spine is phenomenal. And then I can move over. They got this fun machine. It's they got some like weighted medicine balls that like I don't know if I'm sure it's not. I haven't seen it online a whole lot, but it's the same premise as the GHD sit-up, except you have the weighted ball that you throw into the cage kind of thing. It'll be in the video. You'll see it. I'll do that and obliques and some back extension. I'm gonna do reverse hyperextension. I've been slacking on that this week. Other than that, I mean, it's really just doing a lot of house chores. I don't have a whole lot of time for the intro, so I'll see you guys there. Peace. One more. In case I was yelling, should have done that before I did the fucking yoke. Top set. Just got done with shoulders. Made it home. My phone died. That's what happened. I really don't know what to do for shoulders. I'm just trying to show them off. See what the rear delts are doing. I'm gonna hold it rear relaxed. Kind of see back here. They're pumped up or not. I guess I can. No. See if they work. mean, they should have. I did. Thought of that. Yeah. That movement right there. We had some. Okay. Shoulders. Okay. Tonight's got to be quicker. I've got to wake up for my boy. But that's not going to stop me from getting it done. We got to continue the progress. Oh, gosh. Okay. A little too far. Okay. I'm going to read all the way to Matthew 7. Okay. Like I said, it's got to be quick tonight. Okay. Matthew 4:1. Then Jesus was led up. Sorry, let's start again. Then Jesus was led up by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, afterward he was hungry. Now when the tempter came to him, he said, "If you are the Son of God, command that these stones become bread." But he answered and said, "It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God." Then the devil took him up into the holy city, set him on the pinnacle of the temple, and said to him, "If you are the Son of God, throw yourself down, for it is written, he shall give his angels charge over you, and in their hands they shall bear you up, lest you dash your foot against a stone." Jesus said to him, "It is written again, you shall not tempt the Lord your God." Again the devil took him up on an exceedingly high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and their glory. And he said to them, "All these things I will give you if you will fall down and worship me." Then Jesus said to him, "Away with you, Satan, for it is written, you shall worship the Lord your God, and him only you shall serve." Then the devil left him, and behold, angels came and ministered to him. Okay, Matthew 4:12. Jesus begins his Galilean ministry. Now when Jesus heard that John had been put in prison, he departed to Galilee. And leaving Nazareth, he came and dwelt in the Capernaum, still working on it, which is by the sea, in the regions of Zebulun and Naphtali. That's not it. That it might be fulfilled which was spoken by Isaiah the prophet, saying, "The land of Zebulun and the land of Naphtali, by the way of the sea beyond the Jordan, Galilee of the Gentiles. The people who sat in darkness have seen a great light. And upon those who sat in the region in the shadow of death, light has dawned." From that time, Jesus began to preach and say, "Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand." 4 fishermen called as disciples. Matthew 4:18. And Jesus, walking by the Sea of Galilee, saw 2 brothers, Simon called Peter, and Andrew his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishermen. Then he said to them, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." They immediately left their nets and followed him. Going on from there, he saw 2 other brothers, James, the son of Zebedee, and John his brother, in the boat with Zebedee, their father, mending their nets. He called them, and immediately they left their boat and their father and followed him. Oh my goodness. Jesus heals a great multitude. And Jesus went about all Galilee, teaching in their synagogues, preaching the gospel of the kingdom, and healing all kinds of sickness and all kinds of disease among the people. Then his fame went throughout all of Syria, and they brought to him all sick people who were afflicted with various diseases and torments, and those who were demon-possessed, my goodness, I apologize, epileptics and paralytics, sure, and he healed them. Great multitudes followed him from Galilee and from Decapolis, Jerusalem, Judea, and beyond the Jordan. Okay, Matthew 5. And seeing the multitudes, he went up on the mountain, and when he was seated, his disciples came to him. Then he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when you revel. Let's restart. Blessed are you when they revel and persecute you, and say all kinds of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so they persecuted the prophets who were before you. You are the salt of the earth. This is going to be Matthew 5:13. Believers are salt and light. Okay. You are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its flavor, how shall it be seasoned? How shall it be seasoned? It is then good for nothing but to be thrown out and trampled underfoot by men. You are the light of the world, a city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden. Nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but put on a lampstand, and it gives light to all who are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. Matthew 5:17. Do not think that I come to destroy the law of the prophets. I do not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For assuredly, I say to you, till heaven and earth pass away, one jot or one tittle will by no means pass from the law till all is fulfilled. Whoever therefore breaks one of the least of these commandments and teaches men so, shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whoever does and teaches them, he shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. For I say to you that unless your righteousness exceeds the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, you will by no means enter the kingdom of heaven. Goodness, gotta readjust. Really stiff. Murder begins in the heart. Matthew 5:21. You have heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not murder. And whoever murders will be in the danger of judgment. But I say to you that whoever is angry with a brother without cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whoever says to his brother, Raka, shall be in danger of the council. But whoever says, you fool, shall be in the danger of hell. Hellfire. Excuse me, I did not read far enough. Therefore, if you bring your gift to the altar, and there remember that your brother has something against you, leave your gift there before the altar and go your way. First be reconciled to your brother, and then come and offer your gift. Agree with your adversary quickly, while you are on the way with him, lest your adversary deliver you to the judge hand you over to the officer, and you will be thrown into prison. Assuredly, I say to you, you will by no means get out of there until you have paid the last penny. Adultery in the heart. You have heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not commit adultery. But I say to you that whoever looks at a woman to lust for her has already committed adultery with her in his heart. If your right eye causes you to sin, pluck it out and cast it from you, for it is more profitable for you that one of your members perish than for your whole body to be cast into hell. And if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off and cast it from you, for it is more profitable for you that one of your members perish than for your whole body to be cast into hell. Marriage is sacred and binding. Furthermore, it has been said, whoever divorces his wife, let him give her a certificate of divorce. But I say to you that whoever divorces his wife for any reason except sexual immorality causes her to commit adultery. And whoever marries a woman who is divorced commits adultery. Jesus forbids oaths. Again, you have heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not swear falsely, but shall perform your oaths to the Lord. But I say to you, do not swear at all, neither by heaven, for it is God's throne, nor of the earth, for it is his footstool, nor by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great King. Nor shall you swear by your head, because you cannot make one hair white or black, but let your yes be yes and your no, no. For whatever is more than these is from the evil one. Go the second mile. Matthew 5:38. You've heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I tell you not to resist an evil person. But whoever slaps you on your right cheek. So Matthew 5:38, 5:39. But I tell you not to resist an evil person. But whoever slaps you on your right cheek, turn the other to him also. If anybody wants to sue you and take away your tunic, let him have your cloak also. And whoever compels you to go 1 mile, go with him 2. Give to him who asks you, and from him who wants to borrow from you, do not turn away. Love your enemies. You've really gonna restart that one. Matthew 5:43. You have heard that it was said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say to you, love your enemies. Bless those who curse you. Do good to those who hate you. And pray for those who spitefully use you and persecute you, that you may be sons of your Father in heaven, for he makes the sun rise on the evil and on the good, sends rain on the just and on the unjust. For if you love those who love you, what reward have you? Do not even the tax collectors do the same? And if you greet your brethren only, What do you do more than others? Do not even the tax collectors do so? Therefore you shall be perfect, just as your Father in heaven is perfect. That is where we will stop tonight. I have to go to bed. I love you all.